Mike Scott, on the way to keep going, Trevor World, have a stream, man. Look who I ran into. You know, Daryl. Now, I went past 60. I saw John Foster Dulles last week. How you been doing?
Oh man, God has been working with me, man. God is good, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no complaints, man. If I had one, I wouldn't even complain, man.
Yeah, so Daryl's a miracle. Everybody love his videos. You know, he's used to call him Cannon Red, but he didn't change his life around his thinking. How you go from so the wise man. We talk about weaponize the mind, the thinking. It it's a thinking game. So you got to use your mind because if you don't control your mind, somebody else. How did you go from now? How many times you say you went to prison?
I've been to the penitentiary 13 times, over arrested 100 times, in and out the county jail, in and out recovery homes. I guess got sick and tired of being sick and tired, finding myself in jail cells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sick off drugs, being incarcerated. So I had to find myself, man. You know what I'm saying? To really change some things. And I got into this recovery. I found recovery. I found Narcotics Anonymous when I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I found something that's gonna help me change. And I started working the steps, got me a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? I got sick and tired of being in jail, playing cards, playing chess. You know what I'm saying?
So you can recover. So you talking about recovering from your action because you can recover. So how did you recover your thinking? How does your thinking recover?
Oh, it took some practice. Practice made perfect, man. I started reading. I got a hold to a Narcotics Anonymous book.
You stopped. You stopped reading like books like Donald Goins books.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to do so. We're trying to help these people. See, sometimes the drama coming around you. You got to wear the world like a loose scarf and fall for the penitentiary. Because the train's still moving, but the madness is still gonna come around you. But how did you go from reading Donald Goins to reading it? You say the recovery books.
Yeah,
because a book by its counsel teaches wise how to live.
Yes, sir. It's knowledge in books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to read or write until I got to jail.
You didn't know how to read it?
I didn't know how to read or write. I was self-educated because, I was reading comic books, Donald Gordon books. You know what I'm saying? Trying to pimp, player, and hustler. Try to read urban novels. You know what I'm saying? But I stopped that.
Yeah.
I picked up, the Bible taught me how to read and write because I had to go in there and get some understanding. Okay. I found out how to read. The Lord spoke to me through the Bible saying, my son. Didn't nobody ever call me my son.
Yeah.
My daddy never called me that. So it caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? And I just started practicing, man, learning how to read and write. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to change my thinking because I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a pimp player, hustler, gangster. You know what I'm saying? But and that was always sending me back to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Back to the streets, what I know best. So I changed, you know what I'm saying? I'm washing dishes, reefing buffing flows. Them all the things I did in penitentiary, but those are skills I picked up, and I'm working top flight restaurants, working up in hospitals, cleaning buffing flows. So I took that.
So the skills you learned from the penitentiary, now you put out in the world. You're a productive member of society now, right?
Oh man.
So what you got for the people? The cigarettes kills 8 million people now. We're not smoking because we got somebody smoking cigarettes now. We don't smoke around here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, cigarettes kills 8 million people. So we try to clean air. We try because bad breath, no breath. It's about breathing. That's what the arts teach you about. Sometimes the art of war is about diversion. People put diversion to trick you to get caught up in addiction, a habit. Should you do wrong, now let you do it again and again, let you form a desire toward it. Happiness gives you of wrong. Should you do good, let you do it again and again, let you form a desire toward it. Happiness accumulation of good. So how did you go from doing wrong from doing good?
It was all, drugs played a big part of everything in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get high. I wanted to smoke weed. I wanted to drink Hennessy, Remy, Patron. I wanted to chew dope. You know what I'm saying? And dope was my favorite drug, heroin. You know what I'm saying? So I put that down. I had to put that down in order to live right.
And another thing, we don't have nothing to do with that music back there because, basically, you put music down, we talk about trying to help these people weaponize their mind. They'll come at us. We talking about books. We're not talking about music. Because music can't get me to heaven. Actions get me to heaven. We talking about
a Cadillac can't get you there. Yeah,
now we talking about a guy, cross country guy that's been in different countries doing wrong. So we trying to help.
Excuse the young lady.
Yeah, you gotta be still sometimes. We trying to reach people out in the world.
Yeah, it's
See,
all
it's
about.
wickedness in high places.
Yeah.
Sometimes wickedness come right around you when you're trying to serve God.
Well, you know, the devil got disciples too.
Yeah.
God got disciples and the devil got disciples. Distraction is everywhere. It's just like a pothole. You know, always, but you got to keep rolling over. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
And
life.
sometimes and see the world's trickery. They change words on you now. They want to see they don't want to be the king on the board. And I studied King Solomon. They want the queen to be the most important thing on the board. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. The queen, man. You know, when you play chess, man, the soldiers, you would sacrifice the soldiers for the queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all about, but it's always good to have a queen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But is it cool to be a square now?
Oh man, it's being a square is being a real boss player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
So
they don't want
give
to-
these young people some advice about the legalized marijuana, which is $1 billion business. Just because, see, you know what pop is not right, just right is not pop. Just because stuff making $1 billion, making $1 billion don't mean it's right. So, you know, get these young people that smoking weed around the clock. Tell them about the marijuana business. Because, see, my friend got murdered and tortured selling weed, Jamaican guy that I come up with. See, just because things making money don't mean it's right, right?
You know something wrong with the weed game now, man, because they took the weed, man, and put it in the stoves now. You know what I'm saying? And it's all, the weed, everything is being stepped on, just like drugs. They spraying it up, you know what I'm saying? And then it's polluting your mind. You know what I'm saying? When you got to have something that's going to pollute your mind and dilute you and give you a false dream, you know what I'm saying, and courage, then you really, you know what I'm saying, you living in falseness. You know what I'm saying? But the weed game, man.
See, nowadays, see, he this Cannon Red. So he ain't pickpocket. I ain't got to watch my wallet today.
No, you ain't gotta watch your wallet,
but
man.
nowadays, the game's so cold, they pickpocket your mind.
Yeah.
They're stealing your mind, man. That's the coldest game. But they got you in a spell.
Yeah, they were always, you know, your mind is a weapon.
Yeah.
So you got to use the mind. You
Read
got to
the books.
strengthen the mind.
Yeah.
Read books, man. You know what I'm saying? Exercise the mind. Go into meditation. You know what I'm saying? Especially being incarcerated. To the brothers that's incarcerated, man, this is important, man, to stay down, man. You know what I'm saying? Because jails, man, use that time wisely. Because jails is a hole where you define yourself. You get in tune with yourself. To build yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste time. Don't let the time do you. Do the time properly.
Yeah.
Because it's more drugs in incarceration than it is on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's where, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself together, man. That's what I did. I had to go to jail. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the short period of time I stayed in jail, years, that I had to get myself together, man.
How many total years you do? How many total years was it?
I spent half of my life being incarcerated. I'm 60 years old.
Yeah.
And I got more time in the penitentiary than I do on the streets. And that's for real. Yeah, that's all across the country, in and out, man. You know, I did time in Vegas, out of the country. I did time. I've been to almost damn near every penitentiary in the state of Illinois.
Wow, yeah, see, that's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
miracle. This is a miracle.
Minimum, maximum, medium, all of them. I don't think I missed one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God has been God, but he kept me here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm supposed to have been sleeping in my grave. You know
So
what
he's
I'm
a
saying?
miracle. He's one of the giants from Chicago, from the South Side. Like I say, I ran past John Foster Dulles where he had Vito store. Remember the Vito store?
I used to steal out of there.
And they had the toy store in the corner
Yeah.
that was called South Park.
Yeah.
So it's cool to be a square. I'm glad to run into my old buddy. He's working productive member of society, so he tried to help people, you know, stay away from the guns because guns kill $250,000. See, you take a fool with a quick temper and a gun, he can't, you know. See, nowadays game's so cold that people go on to Indiana to get guns because guns you don't need to permit it in Indiana, and people gonna come from Indiana, Chicago to have abortion. So the states are gangbanging.
God has always strengthened his strongest soldiers to go back into the trenches and get it away. So that's what I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to go into the trenches because that's where I was born and raised at. You know what I'm saying? For the brothers, man, that's still out there, man, struggling, man, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, man, and do the right thing.
So Daryl, you got how can you got an Instagram, or because we gotta get your moving book in play? Because what's you got an Instagram? Any way people can communicate with you?
Yeah, I got some things not going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it out there soon,
later,
but not
okay.
right now. I'm gonna do
Okay.
another interview with you, Mike.
okay.
And we gonna get on top of that where they can get in touch with me.
Okay, Mike
'Cause
Scott.
I'm all
Chicago.
about it.
Mike Scott, Chicago. It's cool to
God
be a
is
square.
good.
I'm down here with one of the guys and turn his whole life around. I see a miracle happen in front of me. I ain't got to see I ain't got to go to the moon to see a miracle. I see miracles on the ground. So it's like boots on the ground. The cream. I used to walk around talking about the cream always rise to the top. But sometimes you got to take a fall to make a rise. So the wise man carry possession within. You know, can't steal what's inside you. So Mike Scott, we down here.
Peace and love.
Hey.